Our next speaker is Kevin Carnrite from ACORN. Kevin?
Oh, man. Oh, come on, there we go. Hello, city councilors and city staff. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. My name is Kevin Carnrite, and I'm a member of ACORN's downtown chapter and a tenant in Ward 3. I'm also delegating today to demand that the city take bold action on the renovation crisis. I've lived in my unit on Main Street East for over 23 years. I was born in Hamilton and have lived, worked, and voted in Hamilton all of my life. I'm 61 years old as of today, and unfortunately over the years have developed some medical issues, of which some require me to actually have a residence. Now about my residence. When I moved in, the rent was very reasonable, honestly, because the place needed some work. I was willing to live with that. I did what I could aesthetically, and the landlord kept up with any minor repairs. I paid my rent on time every month, was a welcome addition to the building, and my rent never went up. Happy days. About 7 years into my tenancy, he had to sell the property. That's when my welcome ran out and the nightmares began. The first new owner ran the laundromat downstairs and was the first to raise my rent and mention renovations. After a short time, he sold the property to an associate who also ran his business out of the laundromat downstairs. He wanted a lot more rent or for me to leave. He was also the first landlord I had encountered who would use both legal and illegal intimidation to get a higher rent increase. This was all happening around the time when I first started hearing about much higher rents and this thing we call renoviction. So I paid the higher increase out of fear and resolved to move forward. He sold the property a short time later to an unknown owner who started renovating apartments as people moved out, and now there are 2 left. Since the new owners took over, the property has been quote-unquote looked after by one management company after another. The last such company, Spotted Properties, showed up at my door 1 year ago today, on my 60th, just before dinner, to give me a courtesy verbal notice of my impending eviction. They offered me a buyout. Cash for keys, they called it. $10,000. They further explained that for someone like me, $10,000 would last you forever and ever. These increasingly demeaning and aggressive tactics to displace me, forgive me.
Take your time.
These increasingly demeaning and aggressive tactics to displace me, to see me on the street, are causing me enormous stress. When I go to bed at night, every night, I wonder if tomorrow morning will be the morning there's another notice tacked to my door. And then I don't sleep again. In closing, if the city allows for me to be removed from my current home without somewhere truly affordable to go, it would kill me. I'd be finished. Like so many others, I have no family to turn to, nor are there couches for me to surf. Please do some things to help your fellow citizens. Thank you very much for this time. That's it.
Thank you, Kevin.
One of the greatest birthday presents ever. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.